A great mathematician knows how to identify and use strategies that help them become successful. If you are watching this video, it is because you would like to review the addition strategies we have learned about. Let's start with the finger strategy. I can use my fingers to add numbers. So we're going to use our fingers to show this equation. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Now, just like our magic fingers, remember we use our fingers from left to right. So I'm going to color in the fingers that you would use on your hand. So the first number shown is 3. So when you are adding with your fingers, you would start with the first 3 fingers from left to right. So you would start by showing 3 fingers. Then you are going to add 4 more fingers. So we're going to continue now, and I'm going to use a different color to show the 4 fingers you would then add to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you were holding up your fingers for this to show this equation, you would have 3 and 4 more, and you would show 7 fingers all together. Now let's look at another strategy. Let's use our snap cubes now to show addition. We are going to show 4 plus 6 equals 10. When you use your snap cubes, remember you only use 2 colors. So for my first number, the number I start with, I'm going to use blue. So I'm going to have 4 blue cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would snap these 4 cubes together to show the number that I am starting with. So I'm starting with 4 cubes. Now, I'm going to add to my 4 cubes 6. So now I'm going to put 6 red cubes together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Sorry, friends. It's hard to color with just one hand. So 5, 6. So if I snap 6 red cubes together, and then I snap my blue and my red, 4 plus 6, I would equal 10 cubes all together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's move on to the next strategy. Sorry about my messy coloring. It's hard to color with one hand. Let's use a number line to show this equation. 5 plus 5 equals 10. When you use a number line, the first number shows where you start. So on my number line, I'm going to start with 5. The second number, remember, shows you how many you hop forward because we are adding on, so our number is going to get bigger. So I'm going to start at 5 because that's my first number. My second number tells me I need to hop forward 5 more. So 5. So I'm going to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I landed on 10. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Let's move on to the next strategy using 10 frames. when you use a 10 frame to show addition, you also want to use, excuse me, some sort of object like counters. The first number tells you how many to start with. So I always like to use my red counters to show the first number. So I'm going to start with 7 red counters. Now you would start by putting on counters on your 10 frame. But I'm showing you how to show your work when you remove the counters and have to draw them. So I need to draw 7 red counters. My second number, I'm going to flip the counters over to the other side, which is yellow. And I'm going to now show 3 yellow counters. Now I need to add them all together, my 7 red and my 3 yellow. And I need to count how many all together. Well, I see my 10 frame is full. So 7 plus 3 equals 10. You can use counters, though, to show addition without a 10 frame. Maybe you want to use counters as an object. So I'm going to use counters today to show 2 plus 8 equals 10 without using a 10 frame. Now remember, you would place the counters in front of you to work with, but if you had to show your work, you need to draw them so the teacher can see where your counters were. So my first number, I need to start with 2. And I always like to use the red for my first number. So I'm going to put my 2 counters in a row. And then I want to show 8 yellow. I'm going to flip my counters over. Now you could continue putting them in a row of 5 and 5, just like we do in a 10 frame, or you could put them in another row. So maybe I want to now do 8 in a row. Well, let's go down here. So I got 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I need to count them all together. So I started with 2 and I added 8. And then if I add them all together, I would get 10. The last strategy that we learned about is drawing pictures. So I want to draw a picture to show 1 plus 9 equals 10. I can get creative and think of a story. I have 1 balloon. My friend has 9 balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I want to add them all together to figure out if I show 1 plus 9 equals 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's a picture that shows my equation.